Good morning, everyone. So today we will be opening day 10, I believe, of the Spellbinders 12 Days of Stitchmas. Just plugging right along, having a lot of fun with this set, doing some different things, you know, stitching, maybe not stitching, whatever it is, but there's always a little bit of stitching on each project, I will say. So initially, they did send this item free of charge from my review, and of course, all opinions are my own. And then the links I'll have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. As I'm recording, they are available still, US and UK, and I believe at scrapbook.com, but I am recording kind of early, so I don't know. But whatever is available, I'll have a link there for you guys. So, day 1, and day 2, and day 3, 4, I hope I haven't mixed these up, 5, 6, oh my goodness, 7, and 8, and day 9 with that little figgy pudding cupcake. I love that. And so day 10, let's check her out. Oh, on the side. And again, we have that sneak peek. Boom. Oh, Let It Snow. So we have Let It Snow and then a little ornament. So I think that's the third ornament, right? We have that big guy and then we have the one, that little postage. So that's very cute. Let's open this up. You know, I like to play with felt quite often, and I can imagine making like little felt pouches or little bags, maybe add a little ornament on there. I mean, just lots of ways to use these guys that maybe are different than what you're thinking, right? So let's check this out. So we have our sentiment, not very large at all as far as the die, so I don't think I'm going to measure that for you guys. A lot of times I'll measure them if they're kind of big, and you have to kind of know if your machine's going to do it. But snow, it and let, the L is separate from the E and T. Everything else is stuck together. And then we have this fun little ornament here. I don't know that this has to be one way or the other. It looks like it's symmetrical, maybe. Maybe it's a little bit tighter here. That little dot, I feel like that just goes down. I don't know. That just feels that way. But we have this piece. So we have a background layer. You have this inlay. It doesn't, well, it might cut through. It looks like it's deep enough to cut through. And then you have this little guy. So that's all the stitching for this one. Just a little burst. And then you have the pieces, of course, for your ornament and a bow. That is very cute. So let me see what they're showing. Okay. So the point of this one is to have the T, the little ornament hanging off of that. So let me grab my tag materials, and sometimes I forget, sometimes I remember to mention I've been using these two embossing folders, and they were from the club kit for July, but they are now available, so I have those linked for you guys too if you're interested. I love these. These are gorgeous. They're both really, really fun, and I think we'll use the baubles one, of course, because we're doing something like that today. Let me see if I already have a piece cut down. I don't think I do. Yeah, so I've been making tags that are 3 by 4.5. Hold on, maybe this one. Oh, yep, I do have one right here. Okay, so let's just put this to the side for now. And I do have one piece left. I think I'll have to cut some new ones tomorrow. So there we go. And again, it's been an odd number, the 3 by 4.5, so it's not cutting my paper in a way that is economical, but I wanted it to accommodate this one. This is, I think, been the widest one, so I need it to be, instead of being so tight on the edges, I need it to be a little bit bigger, and so I've just been staying with that same measurement for all these guys. So 3 by 4.5, and then just copying, you know, what I did before, and I'm just going to run this through, and I will be right back, maybe with some papers already for the other pieces. Oh, and this one, I'm trying, you know, with 3D embossing, a lot of times, like, this guy will leave a big bump here. So what I'm going to do is kind of eyeball it in a way that leaves it kind of flat, and then go with that. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we have this piece, and I just grabbed different blues and things from my stash here, and I'm thinking a little green might be fun, so let's just pop a little hole up here. Again, I've just been eyeballing that. Okay, so there's our tag. And then for these guys, let's run the Let It Snow through a scrap of paper. It has to be on this side, okay. And then, so some light blue. I think for this guy, some green, just to add something a little bit different. So I'll just have that. This, oh well, okay. So this little guy, I didn't think about the bow. I might run it through a couple different colors. So the silver for the that piece that this portion for the ornament, right? There's got to be a technical name for that, right? I just say that piece or like the hanger, but I'm sure it has a name. Okay, and then this guy, I was gonna make it dark blue, so just turn this guy over. I don't think you're gonna see behind it, even with little cuts. I mean, maybe, but the white showing through is fine. So I'm gonna tape it down, do that. You can also do this kind of thing, just that, maybe run it through some, you know, a folder, or take just the centerpiece, and you can still do this, this, and this, and not even do any stitching, right? So just put that guy in the middle, and it'll cut that circle into this, so then you have a background piece plus this little like frame out piece. I mean, lots of ways to play with this, but I'm gonna place this right in here for now, and tape that down, of course, so it doesn't move. And when I come back, we will start stitching. I'll find something for the bow also. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I will say you can kind of see through this, I mean, like the white. So if you want to pair that up with something else, you can definitely do that, make it more sturdy. So I was not going to do that, but now I'm like, maybe I will. Oh, I have a piece of gold here. I don't know if you'll really see it too much, but let's do that. Let's run it through gold. I'll be right back. Okay. So since we did that, let's not lose our pieces. This one actually has adhesive already on it, so I'm just gonna leave it there for now. This guy needs to come out. There we go. All right, let's glue these guys together. I'll get a little bit closer because I know these are on the smaller side. Right down the center and around here. I'm not putting too much glue because I don't really want it to leak out those little strips there. Yeah, that'll give it a little something because you can, I mean, you can see that. I can see it, right? Okay. Oh, and then the other thing sometimes I recommend is making the background for this, but this one is the circle on its own. It doesn't have a background, you know what I'm saying? So that's going to be what it is. Let's see about maybe putting our lettering down, sorry. If you hear traffic, it's finally cool enough to just like have the windows open and things to cool off the house. So I started doing that yesterday because even with my solar panels, it's been a little high, guys. The electricity. Okay, so let it snow wherever we're putting that. I just kind of want to have an idea where that needs to be. Okay, so how about we bring this up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and attach that little bit to this. You don't have to do that now because maybe you want to attach it to the... Actually, we can do that. Okay, let's take that back. Take this guy, because literally the last thing we do is add this on, so I don't mind just kind of getting the little glue on there, getting this guy on here. I'm gonna hold that for a second. Maybe I should glue that down before we kind of mess with all this. Okay, I like that. You really have to have an idea of where this is gonna be. Sorry, hold on. So everything's kind of centered. Okay, that looks pretty good. So here. I'm excited to hear traffic or, you know, wild dogs. Dogs barking. What is up with that? Okay. I'm going to hold this down for a little bit. Oh, I'm way up in the top corner for you guys here. I'll hold that for a little bit. And then maybe we should go ahead and just put some glue on this. Right. Cute. Okay. That's all right. I was maybe I should move this over a little more that way, but that's fine. Okay. Let me see how they're recommending this to look over here also. So should it just be like, it can be whatever you want. I'm just trying to have an idea. Okay. They put the right kind of tucked in here. And then the snow kind of in here, you know. Cute. Okay, let's hold that down. Let's get a little glue on this guy. Hold that down for a second. Oh, interesting. Okay. I was like, where does the bow go? You can go wherever you like, obviously, but they have it. And I just did white glitter, guys. There's already glue on this. They have it like right here. That's cute. And then snow. Another really quick one, especially with the stitching, is not going to take too long. I do have red thread in my needle, but I'm going to pop that out and put in some blue thread, I think. Something like that. Maybe a little more over this way. I'm looking in between the N and the O, so it's kind of like the center. And kind of keeping this, you know, straight and all that. How about that? Is that good? Well, it's what it is. All right. And so let me get my needle, my embroidery needle with some blue thread in it, and I will be right back. Okay. So I have this guy ready. And this one. Let's this side and put some weight on that. Okay. Bring that through. Get a little piece of tape. Double-sided tape. Okay, it's a little bit too big. And then we can cut these little strands away now or later or whatever. And we're just gonna go around and around with this one, just really easy little bursts. So from there, back out, back to the middle, out, middle, out, middle, out, right? Just going clockwise. And then we'll put a French knot in the center, of course. So just going around and around. I'll be right back. I mean, this might take a whole minute. Okay, last one. And all I'm gonna do with this one is go ahead and come back up the middle. And again, when they're kind of small, sometimes it's harder to do this, but I'm gonna come back up the middle, and it's already giving me a little guff here. I'll take that. Again, just kind of keep your needle close to your project. If you can hold it with your finger or something, that'd be better just to get out of the way. But anyway, needle, thread's gonna up and over once, twice, 3 times, because this thread is kind of thin. I think I did it 3. I think I missed one. I think it fell off. Okay, let's do that again. All right, sorry that my fingers are kind of in the way. You're gonna go right back down to the center. So just keep that. Try and hold your little knot, everything that you did with your thumbnail or whatever, and push that down through. And don't pull too tight because it will just not be as cute. And sometimes if you didn't do it quite correctly, you'll pull all the way through. So just leave it a little bit loose and cut that off. Oh my gosh. A lot of sticky things here. And we will just cut this. And just a really easy one today with that little bit of stitching. All right, we're gonna bring this guy back, and I am going to put glue all over the very center here. I'll put some on the edges, but I don't really think that's gonna touch because it's really gonna be balancing here. And again, you can use dimensional adhesives. I don't think I'm gonna flatten this one out. I'm just gonna leave it there and let that sit so it has a little bit of dimension. A lot of times I'll put something heavy on top and let it flatten out, but we don't need to do that today. So just as long as those threads are touching, that blue paper that I have there, we are good to go. Cute, I have another little bow I can do something with. So I'll put that to the side. Let's let that settle, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so very cute and sweet. And again, you know, the lettering you can use with maybe like the little cap one or some of the other ones, right? You mix and match those kinds of things. The sentiments there. And I've been doing black and white with all these guys, and I think I'll continue doing that whenever I've been using the pastel colors. So let's give that a little snip. And there we go. So that is day 10, guys. So thanks for watching. I will have images coming up. Of course, I'll have the links there in the description box and as available. And I will see you all at the next one. All right, bye now. Oh, I love the way the little gold does show through there. So there you go.